10 most comfortable and cheapest countries to live in. Travel or save money, it is a hard decision to make, but why would you even have to choose when you can do both effectively and simultaneously? Our top 10 includes countries with the best climates, lowest prices, and very interesting cultures. For $200 a month, you could have the best food, and $300 a month, you could get a comfortable apartment in the city center, and you can still have extra $5 for fun. Before we dive into these exotic countries, please do like our video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Number 10. Philippines. Clear blue waters, golden sand, birds singing in the tropical forest, and a lot more. If this appealed to you, then head to the Philippines. You can enjoy the sun and save money. Life on these islands is very inexpensive. For a whole month, you will spend no more than $600 and live comfortably. Don't do supermarkets, rather find a nice local market. The fish, fruits, vegetables, and shrimps are delicacies in such abundance that they are always tumbled from the market stalls. Buyers can move from one store to another and choose their purchases, which can still be bargained for a lower price. Do your shopping in the market and you will only spend $150 a month on groceries. Lunch at a roadside eatery will only cost you $2 and $3 at the local McDonald's. You can rest assured, however, that the food at the former will be a lot more delicious. Prices for accommodations are amazingly low. A bamboo hut can be rented for just $100 a month. Granted, it will not come with any furnishings or even running water, but you will have the ocean right outside your window. A fully furnished wooden house will cost you around $400 to $500 a month. If you want to buy a home, then expect to spend between $2,000 to $10,000. Number 9. Mauritius. Africa is all about the exotic, and Mauritius is exotic in every way. Here you will find beautiful beaches, mountains, and waterfalls. The nature on this island is incredible. It is lush and tropical, but without the heat. Summer temperatures are only reaching a maximum of 30 degrees. Mark Twain claims that when God created heaven, he took Mauritius as a sample. He got it just right. Mauritius really is a slice of heaven on earth, and it is quite inexpensive. With the right budgeting, you will spend no more than $500 a month. Renting a 2-room apartment not far from the beach is possible for around $200. Food will cost another $200. Leisure outings might cost another $100, but that's all there is to expenses. Coincidentally, you don't even need to spend money on fruits. Bananas, coconuts, and mango trees grow here along the streets just like oaks and apples in other countries. If you want a mango, all you have to do is reach out and pick one. Number 8. Vietnam. Is your only image of Vietnam the Rambo films? Well, it shouldn't be. Centuries have passed and now Vietnam is a modern country, safe and convenient. Unspoiled beaches, warm water, an excellent level of services, and has an unbelievable range of things to see. Accommodation can be rented here for around $200 a month. For this amount, you can get a small apartment with all amenities and a quiet neighborhood. If you want comfortable lodgings near the beach, you can expect to pay around $300 to $350. Shopping for food here is very cheap. There is an enormous range of vegetables, exotic fruit, and seafood. If you love to cook, then you will spend not more than $1 per day per person. If cooking isn't what you fancy, then head for a local restaurant. Vietnam cuisine resembles Chinese, but it is fresher and spicier. The main staples are fruits, vegetables, fish, and chicken. Vietnamese food is delicious, nutritious, and if it matters to you, not heavy on calories. A full meal in a simple Vietnamese eatery will cost you around $3 to $4 each day, and it will be healthy eating. Street food available in Vietnam includes soups, rice, seafood, and other healthy foods. Even with the local equivalent of the hamburger, you get an abundance of different vegetables. One should be cautious about the water, however. The water from the tap is only for bathing and washing clothes. It will be best to avoid it even for brushing teeth. Buy bottled water and ensure that the seal is still intact. Number 7. Georgia. We aren't talking about the one in the American Southeast. Georgia is a small country in the Black Sea coast, and it is distinguished by warm summers and mid but snowy winters. In Georgia, you could both lounge on the beach and go skiing. You will also find ancient churches, healing springs, and excellent wines. An apartment in Georgia can be rented for $150 a month. For this amount, you can get small but comfortable lodgings with all amenities. You can cook for yourself, but we recommend the local eateries. Georgian cuisine is considered one of the best in the former USR. Vegetables, cheeses, herbs, and spicy meat, and of course wine. Lunch in a restaurant will cost you $10, but be careful, the local people really like to eat, and as such the portions are enormous. Don't order several dishes at once right away because you might not be able to finish them all. If you decide to cook for yourself, then a liter of milk costs $1, a kilo of potatoes 25 cents, chicken $2.5, cheese $4, and peaches 50 cents. A bottle of the excellent local wine can be gotten for $8. Not bad at all. Number 6. Nepal. Nepal is at the heart of Asia and is the spiritual center of Buddhism and Hinduism. When you are around here, you submerge yourself in an ancient culture of monks and yogis, religious renaissance, and temples. If you are fond of Eastern philosophy, then you should book your ticket for Nepal. Even for those who are not, it is still a must-visit country. If you want to see Everest, the highest mountain in the world, it is located right here in Nepal. An apartment in a modern story building can be rented for around $150 to $200 a month. If you need a cheaper option, then look to a hotel. Just $70 a month and a bed is yours, along with a shared kitchen, bathroom, and common area with rather undependable Wi-Fi. For food, you will spend approximately $150 per month if you are prepared to cook for yourself. Believe us when we say this is the most reasonable option. The local cuisine is only for some of the Nepalese dishes, which are simply and sometimes even primitive. They are based on various types of rice with chicken and few vegetables. Truly only a few because harvests in Nepal are poor. Fish and other seafood is costly indeed, and alcohol more expensive still. The local people are very friendly and open. They are even always keen to help and guide the lost visitor, but when it comes to money, expect no mercy. Nepalese are convinced that every tourist is a walking money bag. Prices for locals and foreigners can differ by a magnitude of 2 to 3, and as such, be sure to bargain prices. If you visit Nepal, definitely buy a sweater or scarf made from cashmere. The knit wear there is 100% natural and made by hand and unbelievably cheap. Number 5. Peru. Did you know that both hummingbirds and penguins are found in Peru? They are also called condors, the largest birds in the world, or perhaps you don't care so much about birds in that case. What about surfing, diving, skiing, trekking, traveling through ancient cities in Peru? You will never be bored. A comfortable apartment in the capital can be gotten for about $400 a month, but a bed in a hostel double room will cost you just $200. If you choose to rent accommodation outside the central districts, then it is possible to get on about $400 a month. The average cost of dining in a simple eatery for locals is around $2 per person. In a restaurant for tourists, you will already be spending $15, but again, note that these are prices for the capital. In the more royal settings, you could get enough food for just $1 a day. The local cuisine is incredibly delicious with a sort of Spanish indigenous fusion. Number 4. Bolivia. Bolivia is a close cousin to Peru, offering a similar climate, culture, attractions, and of course prices. These two countries are even side by side on the map. A month rent in Bolivia will run you the same $400 to $500 a month. The local cuisine is delicious, though it may be a lot greasy. There is a lot of fried meat and fried potatoes, and even the soup might contain fried vegetables. A simple meal at an ordinary eatery will cost you around $3. You can even get a stew serving for just 30 cents. Though it may not be heavy and not especially good for you, it will still be inexpensive and filling. The local wines cost $4 to $5 for a bottle. Room costs up to $10 if it is an ordinary brand, while a premium aged 20 years can cost $60. Number 3. Romania. Count Dracula really existed, though he wasn't a count but a prince, and his real name was Vlad Tepes. Dracula was a sort of nickname that he acquired. Depicted on the Tepes family crest was a dragon, Dracul in Romanian. If you find this intriguing and want to learn more, then head to Romania. You can spend $500 a month max, but you will also enjoy some amazing memories. Renting accommodation will cost between $100 to $300 a month. For $300, you could get a good studio apartment in a major city. It may not be in a very classic neighborhood, but it won't be down market either. Food will cost you another $100 to $150. The local cuisine is fantastic and resembles Italian, Turkish, or Greek food. Many dishes have traditionally been prepared over an open flame. The grilled meats, cheeses, and wines are especially good. A bottle of wine could be had for just $5. If you decide to cook for yourself, things will get even cheaper. For instance, a liter of milk costs $1, a kilo of boneless chicken $4.5, a dozen eggs $2, cheese $5, and potatoes 50 cents. You must try the local drink. This is a local fruit brandy, though its alcohol strength can be up to 60%. Also, try the local garlic sausages, just in case the myth of Dracula proves to be no myth at all. Number 2. Montenegro. Montenegro is like Romania, only without a spooky gothic touch. You will find castles here as well. People are drawn to Montenegro for other things, however, which are its beaches, its mountain resorts, diving, and trekking. This country offers leisure opportunities in abundance. If you want to settle in at a resorts town, you would then need to spend a minimum of $20 a day on accommodation, and in the dry seasons, this figure will be $50 or more. However, in the rest of the country at a distance from the sea, you can rent an apartment for $100 to $150 a month. Set aside another $200 for food, and you can already start booking your ticket. Number 1. Sri Lanka. This country has the greatest advantage of being comfortable all year round. It has less rainfall and higher temperatures, especially on the east coast. In addition, Sri Lanka is a very clean country with very high levels of services. A room by the sea could be rented for around $200 a month, and for that you will get some minimum furnishings and bed linens. The kitchen, fridge, bathrooms will be shared. Note that in such lodgings, you are likely to have neighbors. You will find the amenities that any American will expect in cheap rentals either. No hot water or air conditions, and for a bottle of butane to cook with, they will charge you an extra fee. A comfortable room with all the amenities will start from $400 a month. Such a guest house will also provide an air conditioner, a washing machine, and other blessings of modern civilization, and the beach will still just be a 5-minute walk away. The further your accommodation is from the sea, however, the lower the price. Food items in Sri Lanka are cheap, but there is something to be aware of. When locals see a tourist, they immediately raise the price several times higher. So what can you do about this? Visit a cheap supermarket and look at the prices. Write them down if you need to. This will serve you as a guide for prices in the marketplace, which will never be higher than in a shop. If the seller is demanding more, then you are being swindled. One pineapple goes for $1. 3 or 4 coconuts can be had for $1 as well. Potatoes and papaya cost 70 cents per kilo. Boneless chicken costs around $3, while a kilo of rice costs 50 cents. A kilo of freshest big shrimp costs $10 and a kilo of mai costs $6. As you can see, it is very possible to live on just $100 a month. It is important to highlight that these expenses we have mentioned are the minimal ones. If you choose to spend your days in these countries sorting luxuries, then $500 will not be anywhere enough. We hope you enjoyed this video. Tell us which place you would like to visit in the comment section below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you will be notified whenever we upload new content.